We've got a dastardly plan, and no, it's not world domination, though it might feel like it. This plan has these lads all excited, no gym, no training, just pure unadulterated rest. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's a challenge you've been begging me to try. An entire season where the players do not train. That's right, permanent rest mode, senior squad resting, youth players resting, even the kit man is probably kicking back with a cuppa. What will these players do with all that free time? Shocked? Are you confused? Do you think any real world manager would ever do this? Spoiler, no. But we are not here to be realistic. We're here to break the game. And for this experiment, we are going to use Liverpool. Why? Because in nearly every save I played, they end up as champions. So what's going to happen now? Let's find out. Within a week, the squad starts to notice something's off. Players are concerned about the lack of training. Well, almost everyone, except for Allison, the cell-style comedian of the squad, and Federico Chiesa, who, let's be honest, he probably spends most of his time elsewhere. Now, word on the street is, if you don't train hard enough in preseason, you'll struggle for fitness later. But hey, this experiment sounds like fun, right? To make things even more interesting, let's kick it up a notch. We're never engaging the players, the door will always be shut. We've given them the highest squad bonuses. Now, what will they do with all that extra cash and free time? Buy yachts, start a band, who knows? The only training we can't control is the one that happens on the team bus. Apparently, the developers think our players are actually paying attention during bus rides. Oddly enough, even the reporters seem oblivious to our lack of training. Where's the investigative journalism? Are we really surprised though? AI development in this feature is about as advanced as a potato. Since my team is always in a state of rest, I guess we need to get used to seeing this little guy. The rest icon will be our best friend this season or our worst enemy, only time will tell. First game against Chelsea and our defense falls apart faster than a house of cards in a hurricane. We lose Jota in the first half, kinda normal for him in real life, let's be honest. We bring on Darwin Núñez, and surprise, surprise, he scores. But two players pick up knocks, and Mo Salah, he gets stretchered off in an ambulance. 1-1 draw, not ideal, but hey, we're just getting started. Individual training ratings, some players seem to be training well. Are they training in their sleep? Is this some kind of football-inspired lucid dreaming? Who knows? But a few games in, we keep winning. Núñez does, Núñez things, and I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. By the end of August, more players are becoming unhappy with the lack of training. I'm waiting for them to band together and overthrow me. But no, by the end of September, no one's injured in training. Shocker, right? Who gets injured playing cards? Injuries are happening in games though. That's normal. Time for our first monthly staff meeting. I'm hoping to hear that the players are too unfit. But no, the game is balanced. The players haven't attended a single training session. We're playing well, and we only have 3 injuries. Something strange then happens in October. My highly anticipated revolt fizzles out. The players are now only concerned. Maybe they think this is some kind of revolutionary approach to football. Who knows? November rolls around and I decide to take a nice holiday. What could possibly go wrong? Only defeats to Brighton and Arsenal. Classic. The players aren't unhappy with the lack of training, but they're definitely not happy with how the assistant manager's been rotating the squad. Tough crowd. December hits and the game balances itself out. Players stop revolting, but their training ratings average less than 6. Coaches notice them struggling on the training ground, and even though we have no training sessions working on tactical familiarity, they somehow know the tactics inside out. Magic, right? Oh, and injuries start piling up. Harvey Elliott goes down in the first half and Andy Robertson can't finish the game. These players are notoriously injury prone, so no surprises there. But hey, the game's balanced. Rest doesn't affect the main team performance, but injury prone players, sometimes they might pick up an injury or two. Fun times. By April, we're top of the league and still in every competition. By May, the board is thrilled about the dressing room atmosphere. We've practically sewn up the league title and are on course for a quadruple. Didn't Miles once say this game caters to every kind of manager? Well, he wasn't wrong. So, what about player development? Our best prospect hardly showed major improvement. We had a few injuries, but that's because no one was training to get injured in the first place. The game is balanced. You can opt not to train your players, but don't expect them to power through games without injuries or fatigue. They might tire faster, but over 90 minutes, somehow it evens itself out. Both teams get tired. And what about those injury prone players? Well, across the entire season, Darwin Núñez, who has an injury proneness rating of 7, spent the most time on the treatment table. So while we didn't suffer too many injuries, player development was hardly spectacular. In the end, the game is balanced. But is it fun? Absolutely. Would I recommend this strategy in real life? Absolutely not. But hey, that's why we play the game, right?